Hello everyone, and welcome to Babylon Leather's official channel. Today, we'll be crafting a wide strap bucket bag. After completion, this is what your leather bag looks like. Now I'm taking the inner pocket material. The inner pocket material is a poo material that is placed inside the bag. First, let's distinguish between the front and back of the materials. The back side is the same as the inner pocket material. The front side is different from the inner pocket material. It's the leather side. First, check all the materials based on the video. Start by taking two large body materials. The wider side is the top, and the narrower side is the bottom. Next, the bottom holes of the two large body pieces are located in different positions. Stack the two large body pieces according to the sequence shown in the video. Measure the thread to be 6 times the length of the sewn part, then thread the needles. Each time, you can measure a bit more thread to ensure that there is more than enough available. Begin threading the needle by passing the thread through the needle eye. Then, pass the needle tip through the middle of the thread. Tighten it, and that completes the threading of the needle. Thread the other needle using the same method. Take the top body material. Starting from this pinhole, count from the 4th pinhole and begin sewing. The 4th pinhole is larger than the others. Start sewing from the 1st pinhole, guiding the needle from bottom to top. Then, let the 2nd needle pass through the neighboring pinhole. Pull both threads to ensure they remain the same length. Next, have the 1st needle go through the 2nd pinhole. Be careful not to catch the thread. Pull it tight. Now, we successfully start the stitching. Then keep sewing with the double needle stitching method. Don't miss any pinhole. Be careful not to catch the thread. After each stitch, tighten the thread while maintaining a consistent stitching direction. After sewing to the fourth pinhole on the opposite side, start finishing the thread. First, sew 2 stitches backward to reinforce. Then, pull the thread to the back. Leave a 3mm thread tail, cut it, and use a lighter to burn off the end to finish securing the thread. Take a look at the result after sewing. Measure the thread to be 5 times the length of the sewn part, then thread the needles. Take the body material and the side material. Place both materials with the front side facing up, aligning one side of the body material with the pinholes on the side material. The body material is on top of the side panel material. Start sewing from the first pinhole and use the double needle method to complete the first 11 pinholes. Now, the first 11 pinholes have been sewn. Sew the 12th pinhole while also stitching together the first pinhole of the inner pocket. Note that the inner pocket is placed on the back, with the opening facing outward. Then keep sewing. The layers are a bit thick here, making it a bit challenging to sew. Please be patient and enjoy the pleasure of sewing. When reaching the corner, thread through one material at a time. Don't miss any pinhole. Be careful not to catch the thread. Here, when sewing to the last pinhole, note that when threading from the bottom to the top, there is no need to pass through the topmost material. Instead, thread through the gap between the two large body materials, like this. When threading from the top to the bottom, pass through all the pinholes as usual. Take a look at the result after sewing. Then keep sewing to the end. After sewing all the pinholes, start finishing the thread. After pulling the thread to the back, then thread both needles through the next pinhole, making sure they pass through the gap between the two materials. Take a look at the result after sewing. Use the same method to sew the other side. Measure the thread to be 12 times the length of the sewn part, then thread the needles. Start sewing from any previously sewn pinhole, then keep sewing. When sewing to this small material, sew the first pinhole normally. Then, use one of the needles to single stitch around the pinholes on the small material. Note to use only one needle to sew here, keeping the other needle stationary. After finishing the upper pinholes, keep sewing backward. Now we have returned to the starting point of single needle stitching. Then keep sewing forward again, creating the appearance of double needle stitching. Note that when single needle stitching, use only one needle from start to finish. After reaching this point, switch to the other needle and single stitch forward. After joining, keep sewing forward as usual. Sew through the already stitched pinholes once more. Keep sewing, counting from the previously sewn pinhole to the 13th pinhole. Now, the first 13 pinholes have been sewn. Next, take the small material with the magnetic clasp. Choose any one. Ensure that the side where the magnetic clasp attracts is facing inward. By doing so, the finished bag can be closed properly. Then, sew the magnetic clasp material together. After sewing the pinholes of the magnetic clasp material, compare the two needles to see which one has more remaining thread. Then, use the needle with shorter thread to single sew the pinholes on the magnetic clasp material. At the point on the top of this row, the needle should also be passed through. Then, using the same needle, sew back to complete the remaining pinholes. After sewing, both needles should be in the same pinhole. Then keep sewing. When sewing to the opposite side, attach another magnetic clasp material using the same method. Ensure to choose the side with more thread remaining and single stitch. After sewing, secure the thread using the same method, being careful not to burn the leather. Take a look at the result after sewing. Congratulations! Your bag is now complete. Do you feel a sense of accomplishment? Well, thanks for choosing Babylon Leather. Thanks for watching. Hope you get more skills here. If you enjoy our videos, remember to like, comment, and retweet. For more details about this bag, visit the link provided in the profile.